Hello and welcome to a mod review on this channel of my police station here. Please note how I didn't call this a mock, as I couldn't confidently call this my own creation, as I have taken some heavy inspiration from a LEGO Ideas submission a couple of years ago, which was an office building that I have turned into a police station. So the inside is all my own. If you're following my content, you might have realized how I always disclose my sources and where I have taken inspiration, which is just fair to the original builder. Yeah, it's just like writing your doctoral thesis and don't properly disclose and cite your sources. Looking at you, German politicians. Now let's check out what we have here. Now, if you're interested in what the original looks like, it's linked down below. What has amazed me so about the original is how these arches over the entrances here kind of break away from this 90-degree angle that Lego bricks are kind of forced to have. Also, how these snakes from, I believe, Harry Potter sets and the frogs here kind of make the facade. I mean, animals that kind of just fit in naturally into a facade. That's just amazing technique. Also, these lion heads are put to good use. They're kind of iconic right now, I believe. Also, you find a lot of these tan colors, also in my own creations. It's just my go-to color whenever I'm building a mock. Just like natural sandstone, and the combination with the two gray tones just works really well. You also have a balcony up top here and a door that leads to it. I will show you the inside in a second. But before we go there, what police station would be finished without a helipad up top? That's what we're also going to take a look at the end. All right, time to detach some floors here, which we can do in every modular these days, also in my own creations. That's just an easy way to get to the inside. However, I always compare this to Lego City sets, where you have more of a play value because it's more like a dollhouse. These don't really have much play value, but then again, they are more suited towards adults, right? So let's check out what we have here. Right after the entrance, you have your reception area here with two security officers. There's a waiting area with a couch to it and a water cooler. Also a little potted plant. Let's turn it around a bit. That's when you can see better the security function, I guess. That's where you have to register here for these two guys to open up the inside to the station. This glass cubicle to the side here is where witnesses and victims could file their report to this officer, who probably gets the most drama at work, but also has the most stories to tell at home, I guess. Next to that are the stairs that lead upstairs and a door that might hint to a basement, which obviously isn't really possible with these buildings. All right, first floor is where the action starts. You get up the stairs here. Right next to that, heavily locked closet for the guns inside. You have your wall here for the mugshots to be taken. There's another detainee waiting to have your photo taken. She's in handcuffs waiting here. You also have some office space. I guess that's the boring part of being a police officer. For the breaks, there's a kitchen here. Next to that, usual office stuff with a copy machine and some garbage bins. Separate your garbage properly. Also, some heads on the rack here. To the side here, you also have your jail cell with jail doors that can be opened, and there's a detachable roof to easier get inside. In the cell, you can find a toilet, a sink, and also a regular old bunk bed. Or is it? Looks like the previous inmate has left a crowbar for the next one to shorten their stay. On this final floor, you can find the chief's office and the secretary's desk. Also, toilet that is admittedly very hard to look inside. There's a water cooler. The secretary, she has a very tidy desk, a nice flower to the side, and a slushie for a break. Looking a bit further around, there's a couch where you're seated to wait, and also a little desk with a newspaper. A bit further around, there's a ladder to the roof that we'll look at next. But first, let's check out the chief's office. Now, the face of the secretary says it all. She has had it with this guy. He's just very unorganized and messy. He has a bunch of unopened letters. The bin hasn't been emptied in a while. There's bottles everywhere. There absolutely was no booze inside of that. The plant hasn't seen water in a while. He's not very cleanly shaven. But I really like the contrast between him and the secretary. Now, here's the reason why this building will always be very close to my heart. That's because I included this figure in here. Now you might recognize how this figure seems kind of odd and outdated compared to what Lego minifigures looks like these days. That's because this was the figure that I used to play with when I was a kid. So this figure is like between 25 and 30 years old. And yeah, my brother was always playing like a space raider, and I played this roughest, toughest police guy in town. And he's probably the only one now who gets through to this thick-headed chief here. It's really nostalgic to me to include this figure in this police station, and yeah, that's why the station is always close to my heart. All right, last but not least, there's the all-important helipad up top here, where I've just put the smallest Lego City helicopter I had up there. That's perfectly fine for the purposes of this building. It shouldn't really be any bigger than that. There's the red H that indicates that it's a helipad. You can access the roof through this hatch here. There are also some antennas and satellites for communication up here. So ever since I've built this here, Lego has come out with their own modular police station, but I've decided to keep this one as my main police station. The other one, I've taken any indication out of it that it would be a police station, and it's just an office building in my city. Definitely check out the comment below. That's where you can find the link to the original build. That's just amazing, and all credit goes out to that builder. But yeah, this has been the showcase of this mod right here. Definitely follow my content, comment and subscribe. And boy oh boy, do I have some content coming up for you.